As a local realtor, home buyers rely on me to provide guidance and direction on all things real estate. And I'm humbled to say that there are some needs that are outside of my area of expertise. More specifically, one of the challenges most buyers experience is finding a home in a good school zone. And I've learned that the definition of good carries a different meaning to anyone looking to establish a community around a particular school. This is why I feel compelled to introduce you to an excellent resource. Chris Norwood, President of the Milpitas Unified School Board of Education and Executive Director of Bay Area Tutoring Association. Chris, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Tell us more about you.
Sure, yeah, as you had mentioned, my name is Chris Norwood. I am the current president of the Milpitas Unified School District Board of Trustees, and I'm also the executive director of Bay Area Tutoring Association. I'm a longtime Bay Area resident, here over 50 years, and I'm really passionate about education and making sure that kids get the opportunity to be their best selves and find their purpose in life.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, you're going to be an excellent resource for us, so thank you for taking the time. You know, one of the things that is a key importance to my buyers is the ability to find a school, but back that goal up and find an area where a specific school is located, and then commence their search for a home. The challenge is that they're going to websites like greatschools.org to find a good school, and I know that there is so much more out there to consider. And so I feel like they're scratching the surface and not just that one resource. So my first question to you is, what are the tactics that a home buyer should consider when looking for a good school?
Well, the first thing I would consider as far as not just a home buyer, but anyone looking for a great education, one is, you know, what are their plans in terms of education for their child? There are a couple of options that parents have. They can homeschool, there's public school, there's private school, and then there's charter school. The community always matters. You know, what is the location near parks? What are the activities going on in that community as far as extracurriculars? And then also, what does the national data say or the regional data say about those schools? So there's a couple of websites. There's California has a dashboard. There's also what's called the California Department of Education website that provides you information about schools as well. The population, the number of years leadership has been at that school. So there's a couple different things that parents can investigate, or folks that are looking for quality education can invest in to get a better understanding of which schools that they should consider.
That's great. Now, should there be other things that sort of fall underneath that criteria? For example, if a parent is very interested in, is driven by their children's talents, for example, like sports or certain clubs, should that also be a criteria for them to consider?
Absolutely. Everything has to come into play in terms of how a parent or a family wants to educate a child. The physical school is just one facet of the public education system. There is the community as a whole, like if the family is involved in sports or music or art or theater or those types of things, they should examine what's the proximity of those types of activities. A parent can also meet with a principal at a school site. They can go and ask and actually interview some of the staff at the school to learn more about it. Invest in the PTA. What does the PTA organization look like? Because ultimately the thing that's beneficial about public education is the fact that parents actually do have a say in what's going on. So if they want to see certain things at a school, unlike possibly at a private school or something like that, they'll get a chance to have an input on that. And that's very, very important.
Indeed. Is it difficult to schedule an appointment with an administrator or a teacher at a particular school?
It's not difficult. You just have to know how to navigate. One, you have to call the school site. You speak to the office secretary and say, I'm new to the neighborhood, and I want to learn more about the school. Can I schedule an appointment with the principal? And they will look to put something on the principal's calendar so that that meeting can actually occur.
Beautiful. Now, we are at the close of this current school season. When is it a good idea for a parent to reach out to a school to schedule an appointment?
So school sites actually close, but school districts never close, right? Because there are people that are moving into neighborhoods during the summertime and they're enrolling all the time. So there is an enrollment period that happens during the summer, so they can reach out during the summer. As a matter of fact, any time of year is okay for a parent or a caregiver to reach out to connect with a principal of a school to learn more about that school.
Excellent, excellent. So there's one more question I have for you. How does a buyer or an individual qualify the data they've gathered from a private meeting with a principal or an administrator, for example, if they wanted to cross-reference what they learned from a particular person during an interview? How do they do that?
Well, a couple of things. One, after they've met with a principal or spoken with someone at the school site that's going to give them an overview of the school, they do have the ability to observe the school site. They do have the ability to ask for a tour. They have the ability to talk to other parents. There's a number of pieces online. I'm sure the school site has a web page, has a Facebook page, has a number of different things going on out there. So the information that the principal provides also can be backed up by social media or, again, organizations that surround the community and that school.
That's excellent. Well, you have given us a wealth of information in a short period of time, and I do appreciate you. So thank you so much for taking this interview and helping us understand how to get our education needs met.
You're welcome. You're welcome, and thank you for the time as well.
Of course.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye.
If you've enjoyed this topic, give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more ongoing useful real estate topics. I'm Darlene Perry, your Bay Area Real Estate Connector. Thank you for joining us. Make it a great day.